friends. Okay, today we will be revisiting an old method of producing CO2. Actually, it's very popular. I was using this for almost 2 years, and then when the pandemic struck, I could not get citric acid easily, and when it was available again, the prices were just so astronomically high that it was not viable. So I gave this up, and as you know from my other videos, I'm a staunch advocate of the yeast and sugar. I got this kit about 3 weeks ago. I don't know, I've been putting off making this video, and what got me interested in doing this again is hearing from people say that they can make it last a month. Well, I have never gotten it to last for more than 10 days myself. I do not know if during the almost 2 years that I was using this, very sharp. There must be some error to my procedure. Now, I decided to get this kit and we'll put it to use today. Just to start it out. But as you know from my videos, I've been using yeast and sugar since the middle of the COVID lockdown, and I know that I can get that to run really long time without any problems. But watching YouTube videos from my fellow Kababayan, aquariums and aquascaping, that's what got me interested in this in the first place 2 years ago. Anyway, watching some aquariums and aquascaping videos again got me interested in using this. Let's open the kit and hope everything is there. It even comes with stickers. Oh, it is semi-pre-assembled, which is good. Wow, nice. The prices of these kits have gone down drastically. Before it used to be 1,000 pesos, but now it's significantly cheaper. And apart from these caps, which I do not like, everything feels good. Even the hoses feel nice. Real CO2 tubing, which is good. And it has this shut-off valve. Yeah, it's just a ball valve inside. I can tell it's a ball valve. I can see the ball, similar to your PVC ball valves you see in water systems. Anyway, for this we will be using, of course, 2-liter bottles. I have 2 here. I don't know if I can fit it in the frame, so it will just stay there. And we'll be using a measuring cup to accurately measure the amount of water that we will be putting in these things. Also, we will be using a weighing scale for this, because we will be needing 200 grams of citric acid to 200 grams of baking soda, and I just want to get it down. As you can see, this is the older ones that I've been using. It also comes with these instructions, which is great. Maybe there are some tips here that I can pick up. Let's start by doing 600 ml water. So this is a 500 ml measuring cup. That's 500, and this is 100. Now let's measure 200 grams of citric acid. My citric acid has somewhat hardened. I'm not sure if I can get. Baking soda calls for only 200 ml of water. No, 203. I don't think the 3 grams is significant. We'll leave it there. We will do this. This is going to be harder to dissolve than the citric acid. See, it's never going to fully dissolve. And set up our bottles. The length of this hose on the acid side, remember A is for acid, B is for baking soda. These bottle caps are notoriously so easy to damage that if you tighten this down, it will cause the head to crack around the rim on the top. So just tighten it until it stops, and then just stop there. Do not exert anymore. Simple system really, in that once I squeeze on this, it will pump the citric acid up the tube into this second container containing the baking soda, and that causes this to create a reaction that produces CO2, and eventually this and this will be pressurized. Unlike the yeast and sugar method, there is no one-way valve in between the two chambers. Now, when the pressure has been reached, and you can see here, there's a gauge. When it's on the green side, you can start using it. Once you release CO2 goes out and the pressure drops. It will also pull acid on this side to flow back down. So occasionally, when maybe if it is in your living room, you will hear it fizzle. And that is because it is pulling acid into the baking soda mixture. And once the reaction starts again, the pressure will be high, so it will stop pulling the acid from the side. It will stop, and then when it's lower again, it pulls it again. So that's how it works. It's actually very genius and intuitive in itself, because there are no moving parts, and it's just relying on the whole thing to create a siphon and making it work. To install it, I simply press it on like so. To remove this, you simply press the top, this part here like that, and then pull it out. And to install it, you just simply press it down like that, and that's it. This shut-off valve to me is more important than using the magnet, because I think initially it was designed that at the end of the day, when you're not using it, you're going to use the magnet to pull the ball up. The magnet is not as strong. As to the shut-off valve, this one, let's start the reaction. Okay, to start the reaction, we simply squeeze the acid bottle. See, acid. I'll squeeze it so that it creates a reaction here on the baking soda side. It's not creating much of a pressure yet because it's just started, but let's see how it's going to do in the next few minutes. There is a downside to this if you have sensitive skin. Right now the citric acid is irritating. It can be itchy in your hands. Yes, that's way faster than you would get from yeast and sugar. But I am starting to worry that there might be something wrong with the gauge, because as you can see, it's still at 0. It has not moved at all. Pressure is really stiff now. Let's install this. Make us. Okay. It's still closed. I'm doing in my fish room is DIY. So that is a DIY bamboo diffuser. There. Works quite well. So you need to remember that the trimmer has a direction, and if you install it the wrong way, it's not going to function properly. So for now, we will be observing this system, and I hope I can get it to last, because 2 years ago, I think I could only do, for the most part, I can only do 10 days. So I hope this time I can get it to work. Another option to yeast and sugar would be great. And we'll see. Today is Friday, and by next Friday I will be posting an update. Also, I'll be checking up on that because I could not get it to read any pressure, and the bottles are now ridiculously hard. So that could be faulty. I'm not sure. Anyway, if you've watched until now in this video, thank you very much, and I would appreciate it very much if you would like and subscribe. It would really help me grow my channel. Bye.